Everybody wants to win. Everybody wants results. The body, the money, the respect, the freedom. But here's what nobody wants to admit. Almost no one is willing to do the boring work long enough to deserve it. People show up once, then disappear. They train for a week, then quit. They post one video, then vanish. They talk about discipline, but live off motivation. And motivation? Motivation is unreliable. Success doesn't reward intensity. It rewards consistency. Not who's loudest on day one, but who's still standing when it gets quiet, when the hype is gone, when nobody's watching, when there's no applause, no encouragement, no likes, no comments. That's where the separation happens. You don't need talent. You don't need perfect timing. You don't need some magical breakthrough. You just need to keep showing up. Day after day, hour after hour, when it's uncomfortable, when it's lonely, when quitting would be easier. That's the real difference. Not luck, not a genius. Discipline, grit, consistency. While most people chase shortcuts, you stack reps. While they burn out, you stay locked in. While they wait for motivation, you move anyway. That's why you pass them. Because consistency isn't exciting. It doesn't feel heroic. It doesn't look good on social media. There's nothing glamorous about waking up early when it's cold and dark. Nothing fun about choosing discipline over comfort. Nothing sexy about saying no to distractions when everyone else is indulging. But it works. That's the difference between people who talk about change and people who actually change. It's not about one perfect day. It's not about one surge of motivation. It's about what you do after motivation dies. When nobody texts you, you got this. When the gym is empty, when your mind whispers you've done enough, that's when it matters. Because if you want to build a life you don't need to escape from, if you want respect that isn't given, but earned, if you want to become someone people can't ignore, then you need to get comfortable doing what most people avoid. Again, and again, and again. Consistency isn't a burst of effort. It's a code, a standard. A promise you make to yourself that says, I don't care how I feel. I don't care who's watching. I'm not quitting. People will call you obsessed. They'll say you're doing too much. They'll joke when you leave early. They'll laugh when you choose discipline over comfort. Let them, because while they laugh, you build. While they relax, you rise. While they wait, you execute. You don't owe anyone explanations, but you owe your future self everything. If consistency feels boring, good. That's the test. It's supposed to filter out the weak. It's supposed to expose who's serious. You know what's better than motivation? Discipline, quiet, cold, reliable, the kind that doesn't need noise, doesn't wait for Monday, doesn't wait for January, doesn't wait to feel ready. It looks in the mirror and says, run it again. If you want results that last, build habits that last. Build routines that don't collapse when motivation disappears. Build a work ethic that doesn't skip days just because you don't feel like it. Beasts aren't built when it's easy. They're built in the grind nobody posts. While others scroll, you study. While others snooze, you sharpen. While others procrastinate, you execute. Most people are addicted to new plans, new hacks, new shortcuts. But success respects repetition. It rewards the person who shows up even when nothing seems to be changing. And here's the truth most people miss. It is changing. Every workout builds confidence. Every disciplined choice builds self-respect. Every early morning creates separation. Progress is quiet. Growth is invisible until it isn't. This isn't about motivation. This is about identity. You don't try to be disciplined. You are disciplined. You don't hope to succeed. You plan, and then you back it with work. Motion creates motivation. Action creates belief. And when results finally show up, when people suddenly notice, when respect starts rolling in, you won't be surprised, because you'll remember every lonely rep, every early alarm, every sacrifice no one saw. You didn't fold. You kept the promise to yourself. That's what separates men from boys. That's how warriors are built. It's how real success is earned. Here's the truth. Nobody wants to hear. You weren't beaten. You left. You didn't lose. You quit. Because you can't lose if you never leave. Let that sink in. The people who build legacies don't rely on hype. They don't chase perfection. They just refuse to disappear. It's day in, day out. Rain or shine, and eventually the world notices. Because consistency is a threat. it exposes laziness, makes excuses uncomfortable. When you stay, you don't just build results, you build a reputation. Quiet, solid, unshakable. Not fake online power, real power. Earned through repetition, through silence, through work. And one day they'll ask, how did you do it so fast? There was no secret. You just stayed. If it's hard right now, good. That means you're in the right place. Don't break the rhythm. Don't chase shortcuts. Don't disappear. Momentum is built in the grind. Your dreams don't need perfection. They need relentless consistency. And if you're still here, still listening, that tells me something. You're not just consuming motivation, you're choosing discipline. Type I, show up in the comments if you're locked in. Like the video if this hit you. Subscribe to improve your mindset for real. No BS motivation. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, keep showing up, keep grinding, and never back down.